Well, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to show you a little bit of what I've already worked on in my Rudolph little golden book project, that my first one I'm trying. So this is what I have so far, and truth be told, Christmas is months away and my craft room is like Christmas threw up all over it. It's crazy. Just because I'm working on this. But it's fun. I'm really having fun with this project. All right, so let me just tell you what I've got so far as far as the cover is concerned. Now, when you're making these little golden books, you have to take apart the cover and give it a bigger spine, and you cut along this edge, and there's plenty of videos out there to show you how to do so. I made sure that I didn't cover up the title, so I made extra space here with the bind. I used the bind and I stiffened it up with some thick paper and some other things just to make it stiff and sturdy so that the whole title would get in on my cover, and I wouldn't be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I don't know, that's just a preference. Not everybody does it like that. That's okay. And then also I added some extra length on the right side of my cover for the simple reason, when you have your signatures, oops, sorry about the bump in the camera. When you have your signatures in this, unless you want to cut down all the paper, and that's an option too. If you notice, the end of the actual cover comes to here, this right here. And so my papers, as you can see, are going to end up sticking out. So what I did is just added some fabric. Actually, this is a ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree that was pretty thick, and so I just folded it in half and glued it with my the sturdiest glue I could find. If you have a really sturdy sewing machine too, I suppose you could sew it on there. I don't. So I have a sewing machine, but I would not. I would ruin it doing something like that. So that's what I did to solve the problem of my pages sticking out, so I didn't have to trim up all the sides. So anyway, so I put the cover on and use this fun fabric that I got at the Dollar Tree. Nope, I correct myself. Walmart. Just a little strip I got at Walmart. Okay, so let's get into the first signature. First signature, I gave it, took some coffee dye and I put some spots on it so that it has a little bit more aged look. This book was 1958, so it's actually pretty old, and it still had the aged look on it, but anyway, I gave it a little more. So first signature. So here we go. If I can move my stuff here. Okay. Oh, apologies. Okay, so I made a little tuck spot here, and it's one of those flip out corners that are always fun to do. So I can put a card in there or something, because in my journals I like to have something to write on pretty much every page or every other page, just so because it is a journal. Journals you write in. So I could see this being used for, one particular Christmas with pictures in, or card keeping from whoever gave you cards that year. If people still do that, right? I'm not the greatest at that. I hope you're better at it. Anyway, so some Christmas paper from a paper pack that I found at Goodwill. Best paper pack find I ever had. It was like this thick, and it was somebody's collection of scrapbook paper, and obviously they stopped scrapbooking, and it got so much paper in there. That was so fun. Treasures like that just make me happy. And so moving on. So, and I made another pocket from a book page. See? then some coffee dye pages that my friend Gretchen gave me, and I just did a stamp on there. And when I do these kind of things, I have a little basket next to me with all my supplies that I'm using. These are my Christmas stamps and some stamp pads. And this one I haven't quite used yet, so this will be fun to put to use in here. Okay, and a card, a vintage card that I got in another Goodwill resale place, and a bag of all kinds of vintage cards. I made a pocket out of that. Very pretty little embellishment there. This is also a pocket. And this right here, there is so many freebies online for Christmas vintage stuff. The Graphics Fairy, a really good resource. Find the Graphics Fairy. I got a lot of my printables on there. And here's a little tuck spot and just with just a cluster. And then when I do these books, I think that it's best to have the story intact as is instead of ripping it up and having different places where it's so it's not all mixed up. You know, there's an actual story in here. So I could see you sitting down with grandchildren someday and looking at it. And then next page is a doily. I'll show you how that turned out. It's just a doily, and I put matching types of things on each side just because. And then I put some red and white ribbon just sewn through it, and I ripped it. So I thought, well, there's a good place to put a little fabric tag, right? Book page from a Christmas book. Other side, I just took a piece of cardstock and decorated it. It's cute little, with some more of the printable. This is a tuck spot. And this paper is really thick and it's really wrinkled. I don't know why, but it gives it a nice crinkly. And look, everyone, Gretchen, and I sewed, yeah. My sewing machine is not reliable, but anyway, I tried it anyway. It works good on a straight stitch. And then I found these bags at the Dollar Tree that I just made a pocket out of here on that side. And over here, more Dollar Tree ribbon that I made into a tuck spot on a music sheet that I coffee dyed. It's one of those Christmas songs, and it shows on the other side. Oh, and I also took some leftover fabric and I made a tuck spot that I need to obviously glue. Well, I can't sew it. Yeah, I'll have to re-glue that. And just some printed paper, coffee dyed, and from a Better Homes and Gardens magazine, they had a retro issue. And this one was like 1932 or something. They showed pictures of all the retro Christmas magazines that they've done in years past. And it's more about the book. More of the book. And I took some washi tape and I reinforced the pages in the center just for the simple reason I'm going to be sewing in it. And then another reason is it covered up for printing purposes. They have all these color dashes in here in the middle. So I covered those up with the washi tape. All right. And here's a coffee dyed piece of Christmas stationery that I ripped. So I put a printable over that. And you may or may not be able to see it. It's really wrinkled, but when I coffee dyed it, I put one of my plastic doilies on there. And so you can kind of get a texture from that. Kind of can see the texture. Anyway, and did some stamping on the edges just for fun. That's more printable. There's that other side. And I did some coffee drops on here on the edge. Poor Rudolph. And this is a fabric flip that I sewed together with a couple pieces of ribbon. This is from my friend Gretchen. Thank you, Gretchen. Very cute, right? And there's the other side of that. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. See? There's a pocket card in there. This side too. And here's the other side of that bag. And I had to put something in here because all the little other flaps were flipping up. So I just covered those up and put a little tag on the outside. Yeah, did some ruffly glue, and this is coffee dyed on the doily. Let's bring it up a little. You can see it printed out a little bit on there. And the other side of this, I had some vellum, leftover pieces. I made a pocket like that. And this is a printable. If I can, I'll try to remember to put the link on there down low. And this is just a journaling card that, again, I got in a pack at Goodwill. The other side of that, oh, this is a stamp. It's kind of fun. And just a piece of lined paper that is torn and aged a little bit with distress ink, and more printables. The other side of the doily. Yep, and here's the other side of this lace right here is some lace that I had. Then I just put it on my printer and copied it. And so I've got this lace imprint on there. And this is also a tuck spot. So, right. And a pocket with this right here. Put one in there, and I think I'll probably put a little, something. I've got this box standing by of little things I can use to cover up just such occasions. Yeah. Again, all these are free printables. Yep. And from a book that I had, another nice place to put a piece of writing paper or something, and a flip here that you can write on. And it is a tuck spot as well. And Rudolph's going to go and hide. No one would find him there. And that is my first signature of my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Little Golden Book. Oh, sorry. Little Golden Book journal. Junk journal. Let me show you what I got so far for the next signature, though, that I'm going to be adding to. So yeah, just playing again the washi tape on that. Yeah, I'm going to be adding to all of these pages. This is felt because I touched it. Not a funny joke at all, really. Pocket. I will embellish that. I will probably put something covering this. And the story is intact, and that's, again, something that I kind of think makes sense to me. Just another page from a Christmas book that I had, and they're caroling. Tuck spot, this I did ahead of time. This is a pocket that I also did ahead of time. We'll see, it sticks up a little bit, which is kind of cool. And a music song, or a Christmas song. This I did, and this fun. I did this earlier as well. Look at me sewing in my books with my Singer Start sewing machine that jams on me whenever I do a zigzag stitch. Anyway, so I did some little coffee splattering on these pages as well. Need a notch on that. There's a little girl, she's not peeking. She hears something, but she's not peeking. And I'll probably do another different color of thread or something. Maybe some yarn. I don't know. I've got some options in that thing. Again, this is a different lace that I copied. And another Christmas, the other side of the Christmas card, and a belly band. Put a belly band on there. And that's a stamp. Didn't turn out very good on this. I use a different kind of stamp, so I will probably ink that over. But I love the texture on this. Look at the cool lines that the coffee dye made. And it's pretty fragile. I think I'm going to have to reinforce that. Some more of that paper, and then Rudolph held his head high. No alliteration intended. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And yeah, so cool. I hope you guys are working on something fun for the holidays are coming up faster than you think. Right now where I'm living, there's snow on the ground. And it's October 28th. Right? Yes. So, I'm kind of in the Christmas spirit. I turn on some Christmas music and I light a Christmas candle and I just get into the mood while I'm doing this. And I'm having so much fun. So, because it's the best time of the year, right? Cool. All right, so that's what I have for you today. I hope you're doing some crafting, whatever that may look like. Take care, everyone. God bless. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.